Yo, 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 what up, what up?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
What up, man? This is the Sports, Entertainment, and Drinks Podcast.
Yes,
My
sir.
boy here, Nucho, Dallas's own.
Yes, sir.
Or
How
I
you
say,
doing,
I say
man?
Dallas Fort Worth. How do y'all do
Hey, don't do that. Don't do
it?
that.
No, man. What's up, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Enjoying this nice weather. How you doing?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Enjoying my lonely overdue vacation. I ain't been doing nothing but watching sports and sleeping.
Right, right. What
So
sport? What sports you been watching, man? It ain't too much on right now.
ain't nothing on, but I've been catching up on the NFL show. What's that? The documentary they be having on NFL Network.
Got you. Got you. Got you.
Yeah, I've just been just a lot of sports, and I ain't watched this more sports in a long time. Wait for these, wait for these finals to kick off, man. I got it over here on the screen over here watching some of the warm ups, man. So
Right.
I know we talked by ourselves about who our predictions, and but let everybody know how you feel, who you going for, who you.
So I'm a roll with Boston. I'm going with Boston. Just something personal against that Golden State squad, man. I can't rock with them. But I like Boston though. No, no. In all honesty, I like Boston. I don't like how everyone thinks like it's a foregone conclusion that Golden State got it zipped up. Boston's a good team, man. So that's what I'm rolling with.
Yeah, I think they're going. I'm going. If I was a betting man, I put my money on Golden State. You can't go wrong with the splash brother. Like you said, Boston's gonna be tough. That defense, when they're all locked in, man, they can lock up.
Right, right,
But
right.
they also haven't played an offensive team in the playoffs
Like
like this.
Golden State, yeah, yeah. So Golden State definitely has the experience. Experience wise, I think Golden State got it. But I think athleticism, I'm gonna have to go with Boston, man. I'm gonna have to go with Boston, and the matchups are going to be interesting. Also, matchups are going to be real interesting. Like who we gonna put on Curry? Who you gonna put on Thompson? Not really worried about Draymond, but then the other kid too, the other light skinned brother, the new one, the new addition
Poole,
from Michigan.
The
Yeah,
Michigan man,
Poole,
they don't do
Poole.
that to Poole,
I mean,
man. Don't do that to him,
he's
man.
a he's a firecracker, man. Mm-hmm.
But I can definitely look at the matchups. I mean, yeah, who you can put Marcus Smart on either of the splash, but I put probably Marcus on Curry
True,
more than
true.
anything.
Right, right,
Um,
right.
it's Tatum. That's gonna be the match. I mean, you put Wiggins on
Tatum,
there as much
yeah,
as you can, but
right. And then you got to
he
worry about
was
Jalen Brown. You got to worry
he was
about
putting
Jalen
up.
Brown.
Yeah, because Tatum put up numbers against one of the best defensive lockdowns in the league. I mean, Jimmy
Right,
Butler. So
right, right.
and I'm not. I think they're not worried too much about Brown and Tatum getting theirs. Just against everybody else. You stop neutralize everybody else as much as you can. That's the
Right.
key.
So tell me who you got and what game. Of course, Golden
I got
State, but what game?
I got him in six. I got him in
In
six.
six? Okay,
Six. Yes,
okay.
because I said this to y'all yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised if Boston come out and take game one in Golden State, but I still think in the six.
Tonight.
I think that's too much
Right.
firepower, man. Like you see how they
Yeah.
struggle with Miami just putting up points. And granted, Miami's a better defensive team by far,
True. True.
but they still
True.
struggle down the stretch to get those
They
points.
did struggle. And then one thing we know for sure with Golden State, the threes are gonna fall. No matter
Mm-hmm.
what. They're gonna shoot the threes. They
Gonna
definitely gonna
keep
shoot the
shooting
threes, and that's what'll kill you. That's what'll kill you because you hit two or three of them, and look, that's 9 points
just
before
like
you
that.
know it. Yeah, yeah.
So
So
the
yeah,
biggest thing with Golden State is securing the win and making sure they don't
right,
get too lax.
right,
And I could be wrong. Boston come out there and punch him in the mouth.
man,
That's a whole different story.
man,
Now you're talking about a whole different
man.
thing on Sports Center. You
Yeah,
know they're gonna overreact. Stephen A.
right,
I see
right,
him right now saying that if they win, how he gonna react. So you already know
right.
it's gonna be fun to watch. I'm definitely gonna be tuned in to game one, man. I see Jalen out there with this nice showing off Detroit style, man, with the pink. He has the
Man.
salmon jacket on. Out there with the salmon colored jacket. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gonna be interesting, man. I can't wait to get that kicked off because it's gonna be very fun to
Right.
watch. Now, I have some topics in here that Marv wanted to talk about. He said he's pulling up, so I wait till he pull in. But
Okay.
what do you think about the whole? I'm gonna switch over to football just for a minute. What do you think about
All
the
right.
whole Deshaun Watson situation?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I love our black athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like the position that he is. I like the position he's in with Cleveland. But I think Deshaun needs to sit down until everything is cleared up. And I honestly, if it takes a whole year, then sit him down for a whole year. But I really think we need to figure out what's going on with Deshaun because this is over 20 women. So
Well,
something's not clicking.
the 23rd came out yesterday.
Man,
Now they said
man.
after the whole inside the whatever Brian Gumbo show that comes on, after that interview came out, that's when she decided to come out. So you got
Okay.
23 women
Okay. So
saying it's
I
almost
wonder
the same.
what made her decide to come out? Was it something she seen, something he said?
I think it was more. I don't want to speak on something I didn't see, but from what I
Right,
read,
right.
it
I
was
haven't
more
seen
like,
it either.
okay, well, I see these women coming out. He still got a count. These 22 women came out. He
Right.
still got the most guaranteed contract in NFL history.
Ooh,
So
man,
she's like, okay, well,
man.
let me do my part because how does 22 women come out and say the same thing and he gets
Right,
rewarded?
right. Exactly. Exactly. He definitely getting rewarded, man. He definitely getting rewarded because I mean, it honestly it kind of seemed like the Cleveland contract was kind of, I don't want to say a scapegoat, but it was like, let me get this money while I can.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of looked at it. Like, you want to go to Cleveland? Like, like out of all Cleveland? Okay, let me get
And
this money while I can.
that's when the whole desperation come in. You desperate, you're Cleveland.
Right,
You made the playoffs after going on 16, 7,
right,
16.
right,
You go back to playoff, you get that taste of playoff in your mouth.
right.
Get it in your mouth. You replace Baker Mayfield because he wasn't getting it done.
Mm,
Deshaun Watson's knocking on your door like, hey, I'm not suspended yet. I'm available.
right, 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 right.
Nobody
And
wants
not
to
only
touch him.
that, but they ran to him. They took private
That's what I'm
jet planes.
saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they were the first ones. I know a lot of teams was thinking about it, but Cleveland pulled the trigger. Like we want to, we'll wait to see what happens afterwards. Like we'll
Yeah,
sign them now,
yeah. We'll
which
sign
is
him now.
a bad look because I mean other teams didn't want to like. I don't know. It's kind of rough. I
Risky,
don't
definitely risky.
know.
Right, right. Right.
So I mean,
That's cowboy pickup type risky. You know, our cowboys we'll take chance on anybody, but the 23 allegations, man, with the women, we need to
23,
just sit them
man.
down and we need to figure out what's going on. What's really going on, man.
I mean,
He's having a blast in Houston.
if 23 people are saying the same thing,
Right.
now I get it. We don't know what happened. It could be this, that, and the other.
Right.
But it's kind of tough. It's a tough look.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna be suspended. Just don't know
Right.
how long.
Right.
Cleveland, like we willing to take what happens afterwards. I know a couple of Cleveland fans who stopped being fans because they picked them up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, understandable. Definitely understandable. I mean, with the allegations, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a tough situation, man. So
Right.
oof,
Right.
that's one.
Right.
Like I said, I'm desperate for wins too, but I'm like, I don't know. I
At
don't want
what
that.
cost? At what cost? At what
Hey,
cost,
my boy,
man? At what cost?
let's see. The homies O said, yeah, they gave him $250 million, man.
Man, man.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
That's
Guaranteed. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
tough. So now you got to
Yeah. At
eat that.
what
So no matter
cost?
what, I don't
Yeah.
know what's in this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and he's not even in his prime yet, you know. So I see what Cleveland was looking at because I mean, he hasn't even he's been in the league maybe 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. If I'm not
Yeah, he
mistaken.
missed all of last year.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So on top of that, he's fresh, good
yeah.
athletic quarterback. So yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But I
Uh,
still say he should sit for the year, man,
yeah.
until
No,
we figure out what's going on. What is going on, man?
and,
What's your
and
problem?
and and I get defending yourself. He's defending himself, saying, "I ain't do nothing. So let's play. Let's play ball. I didn't do anything." I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah,
It's just a bad look. Like
it is.
no trial, no court, nothing's been settled.
Right,
in court. And I'll be the same way. If it was me being alleged doing this stuff, I'll be fighting,
Oh yeah.
yelling from the rooftops.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
then again, I have my team sitting there. Hey man, it's 23 women. Come on, let's just calm it down for me. Let's let the legal stuff fight out before you know what I'm saying. But then again, somebody throw $245 million at me.
Right. 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 That's hard to turn down. That's hard to turn down.
I saw something interesting.
What's
I
going
was
on?
going through some ESPN. How do you think about the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs? I know that's a touchy subject for you because that's you got a split
Yeah.
household over there.
That's my white squad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kansas City. What's his name? Eric the Enemy. Eric
yeah,
the Enemy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Go ahead.
I was saying the fact that I don't know if he's having been offered a head coaching job or is he waiting for the right job? Because I
Right.
think he should have been got one.
I do too. I do too. But I wonder if it's like one of those things where it's something that's going on behind the scenes. Because I heard Shady McCoy come out and say some stuff about him also. But you got to take that with a grain of salt. What's going on, Mar?
What up, though?
What's going on, my brother?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. Let's feel Marvin on what we're talking about.
Yeah, we just briefly touched on Eric Bieniemy and the fact that he's not a head coach yet. I don't know. We just figuring out is he waiting for the right move? He don't want to Josh McDaniel himself, or he just loves being the OC. With your boy.
I mean, it's kind of hard to leave one of the best quarterbacks in the game when you got that thing moving like that, and you're getting all that glory. It's kind of hard to move from that situation. I think when the time is right, he'll leave. And like I said, I think Lucio was just saying he's just probably waiting for the best landing spot where he can have some weapons, and he won't. Josh McDaniels himself.
Right.
I think that's probably what he's looking for.
So what I would also like to know is how many interviews have he been on? Because the
That's the
teams,
thing,
I would like to want to know the teams that glossed over and was like, we're just gonna go with this guy instead. I want to know those teams. How many interviews has he been on?
Yeah. That's a good question because, like I said, I saw it. I didn't read the whole article. That's not me not prepping, but I just briefly saw like, that is a good question. Why does he coach yet? And you was about to say something that Shady McCoy was saying.
Yeah. So Shady McCoy, he was a veteran as he was on the team. He had a problem with playing time. He blamed a lot of it on him. So yeah. So it was just a problem with playing time. But I mean, the Chiefs' offense. It's running back by committee. It's a lot of rotations, formations, whatever you fit. That's where, and Bell had the same problem. Le'Veon Bell, he had the same issue in Kansas City, saying that he'll never play for Andy Reid again. I don't think he ever played again. Period.
Well, that's okay, Le'Veon. Like that was your eighth stop. We wouldn't. Right. Come on, we wouldn't worry about you, Le'Veon. I mean,
right.
You were great at one point. You Antonio Brown yourself. You had opportunity in Pittsburgh. Thought you were bigger than the organization.
Right. One thing also that I think might be hurting him also is that Andy Reid is already an offensive guru. So, I mean, how much of that offense do you think? I mean, I'm sure Eric does have his say-so and has some input in the offense, but Andy Reid from Philly, he's been an offensive guru from day one. So I wonder if some teams are sitting back looking like, how much of this offense is really Eric and how much is Andy? Because I also heard whispers of him and Pat Mahomes getting into it in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, it was a bad outing. So you always hear that when the team loses.
Right.
The offense kind of, to me, during the playoffs ran hot and cold. They would have spurts where they would score 21 points in 2 minutes, and then they would go quarters without scoring at all.
Like Cincinnati game, man. That was, man. If you want to call it a choke, call it that. But the boys got shut down. Second half, that was a completely different team that we seen out there. A completely different Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, You definitely right. I mean, and that goes too. Like, did they really get into it? Because that offense really looked different in the second half. You saw them taking. You saw Mahomes really taking chances he didn't usually take, and that's also that comes with him doing it so much in the beginning, like off the back foot, gunslinging it, just throwing it behind the back. That's what he's been doing all his career, and nobody's saying, "Hey, let's try not to do that so much."
Yeah, let's try to tone that down a little. It's cute. It's cute, like Curry when he shoot the half the shot from a half court. It's cute when you make it, but when you don't, it's like, bro, come on.
Yeah, exactly. But that offense is gonna look totally different not having Tyreek Hill too.
It is. I think Kelsey's gonna have. Another big year. I didn't know that Tyreek Hill was third in drop catches last year. So he was dropping a lot of passing.
You know, ESPN gonna show the good, and not gonna show the bad. Or not just ESPN, but the highlights never gonna show the drops.
Right, and you know Tyreek Hill, he has a podcast coming out also. He's saying that the Chiefs had a chance to keep him, but they decided to go another route. He also was kind of saying that he might have been underutilized. He was second in touchdowns though, so I don't know. He was second in touchdowns.
What more you want from me? Like, what do you?
I mean, I felt like, he could be talking about the fact that Mahomes and Kelsey are like best friends. So
right.
You know, he could have been forcing it to him when he felt like he should have been.
How many weeks do y'all give Tyreek Hill in Miami before he started going vocal?
Oh, I get first 4 weeks because he definitely have a whole different quarterback. He don't have
right.
You got Tua who Miami really was thinking about taking a quarterback last year. That top 10
if Tua can't successfully complete bubble screens and stuff like that, the way that Kansas City was using Tyreek Hill, then he's gonna be looking for another job anywhere. I mean, that's not a lot to ask for.
I think it's going to be a lot of bubble screens in Miami. I think it's going to be a lot of bubble screens.
If you can't complete that, then your job should be on the line. Sorry.
Right.
Well, you're still gonna have to react because after a while, the bubble screens are gonna work every time. So you have to.
That's when you're supposed to be able to hit Waddle.
True.
Yeah, they definitely have a two-headed speedster monster. Right?
True.
Two of the top speeds in Madden on the same team.
Yeah, I can't. I mean,
you got a top 5 tight end.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You better be able to hit somebody when that's not working.
Yeah. What's his name?
Gesicki?
Yeah.
Gesicki. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, I told his name up. Okay.
I didn't think we were gonna talk Gesicki and today, so I wasn't there to talk Gesicki.
Oh man.
Mara, real quick, we're gonna step back and talk about what you want to talk about, which was the finals. Me and Neutral gave our input. I had Warriors in 6. He had Boston in 6.
I'm taking Boston in 7.
You taking Boston in 7, and I'm with Visual. I'm taking Golden State in 6, but I'm gonna tell y'all how it's gonna play down, how it's gonna go down. Boston will take game 1 tonight. They will lose 3 in a row. They will take game 5, and they will lose game 6. That's how it's going down.
You got Boston winning game 1 and losing 3 in a row?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I did say it could be. I am expecting the upset game 1.
Man, y'all don't sleep on Boston, man. Where my Celtics?
But that's the thing. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it. So we go. I don't think nobody's sleeping on them. Like if you say you picking 2 teams and we saying what our predictions, and I still think Boston's a great team.
Yeah,
right.
From 2
I
great
just think
teams.
that
the experience,
them getting there. Yeah, now they got to go through the fire. Golden State got a championship pedigree already, and I feel like Golden State got more of a chip than Boston. And the reason I say that is because everybody said, "Oh, y'all got that powerhouse team with KD," and they hold on to the fact that hey, we won without KD. They were 73 games up without KD.
That's what
So they got
Draymond
a
told
little
him.
something to prove too.
That's
Now
what
that's-
Draymond told him.
That's a good thing to bring up. When they won that first one against LeBron,
Right.
it was just LeBron.
Right.
LeBron's second player on that team
Dellavedova.
was Matthew Dellavedova.
Deli.
That's
well,
tough.
yeah. But that's because Kyrie was hurt.
Yeah. So this
Right.
brings me to another quick point. Oh, go ahead, Nucho. You got something to say? Go ahead.
No. I'm listening.
People were saying that Steph has a lot of pressure on him this finals because
I believe that.
he's won three rings,
Right.
no finals MVP.
No finals MVP.
Yeah, I don't.
Has he
Andre
been?
Iguodala
He has one before him.
has a
Yeah.
on the same team.
But I'm gonna be honest though, man. Steph doesn't always play great in the finals.
Get down.
He doesn't.
I mean, that's a fact. That's why he ain't won the MVP. But
Yeah,
I think he got to come through this time. He definitely got to come through.
He doesn't, man. He doesn't. One of my favorite championships is the Cleveland 3-1 series, man. I mean, all that 3-point shooting, we couldn't save him.
They didn't, but that was also a full squatted LeBron team too.
It was.
I think if LeBron had Kyrie the whole series first time, they wouldn't have. Golden State wouldn't have a ring.
No. I don't
Real
think
quick,
so.
the homie Moan, appreciate it, man. He said, "Where y'all cups at?" Like we got our cups, man.
I got mine.
I've been sipping. I don't know.
I got a top. I ain't gonna tell you what's in it, but it's here.
Yeah, I'm drinking something light. That's why I'm sipping it because it was water to be gone.
I got the Arnold Palmer Casamigos going.
Yeah. Marv cup look good. I ain't gonna lie, Marv. Your cup look real good over there, man.
Thank you. Got a shot, lad. I wasn't intentional.
Oh damn, we double fisting.
Oh, okay.
It just melted ice. I was gonna put some shots in there with some ice. That's all. The cup is in here. I'm just gonna keep rolling with this. But okay. So Marv, you asked a question earlier, and I may have reworded it wrong, but you were asking did Miami Heat choke that series?
Oh yeah. I said that they blew a golden opportunity, and the reason why I say that is because if you go back and you look at Game 7, I kind of watched it twice. They blew a bunch of free throws.
Right.
They turned the ball over, which they normally don't do. And when they had that opportunity, when Jimmy Butler pulled up for that three, he's got a Al Horford in front of him that's backpedaling. And Jimmy Buckets is known to go get that N1 or go get that contact. Why didn't he take advantage of that? He could have went into his chest. He was already backing up and could have drew an N1 or at least got 2 free throws.
Jimmy's trying to go into superstar mode.
Yeah, he was trying to end it. He didn't want to go to overtime. He was trying to, even though Boston had an opportunity to get the ball back, but I saw a couple people say that they weren't mad at Jimmy's shot. These are guys who on national TV.
I mean, I guess I wasn't mad at it, but I feel like for Jimmy, a better play for him would have been to try to go get that foul,
and or get an N1. This is my total opinion. I didn't fact check this, but I'm pretty sure Jimmy Butler is bottom 5 3-point percentage shooter on his team. I didn't fact check it. I'm pretty sure.
Can't tell Jimmy that.
He ain't one of the best. But I don't think he bottom 5. You got to remember, they got PJ Tucker on that team.
Right.
They got actually Deadman was 40%. They said on the season. So I don't know.
Deadman.
Yeah,
the 7-footer.
They said he was 40% for 3 on the season.
But
listen to this. In the playoffs, he shot like 1 for 10.
Yeah, facts. Okay.
Sounds
more like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm about to say 40%. He must only shot 2 3-pointers in 5 games. I'm like, there's no way he's 40%. He's not a splash.
40% during the regular season though.
Yeah, he only put up 5 attempts and made 2
Yeah,
of them.
right.
If my math is correct.
But yeah, that's what they said. I don't know how many he took, but that's what they were saying. When I saw him hit one, which was an anomaly in the playoffs anyway, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he was like 40% during that." I was like, "Really?"
That's because the big guys got to shoot the ball and save their lives. You have to start shooting threes. Like the 7-foot big man is gone. You can't. You see Giannis. Giannis will put up 3 every once in a while because he have to.
Yeah.
Those guys are gone.
We'll never see another shot.
You can't be a complete because your only move can't be Patrick Ewing back to the basket.
No.
That don't exist.
Joker don't even get in the post. Joker get the ball on top of the free throw. It's passing the ball from up there. Like he's
go to work. Yeah, those days are over with, man.
That's the new big man.
Right. Hold on, Miami got some decisions to make. Like Jimmy Butler wants to get paid again. Duncan Robinson's contract is about to be extended. You just paid Tyler Hero, or about to pay Tyler Hero money, one or two.
Duncan Robinson did himself a disservice. I don't think he did enough to get paid.
So you let him walk?
I mean, I might not let him walk, but you know, he had one of those opportunities to get one of those $15-18 million, contracts. But then when he ended up at the end of the bench, and then he didn't have a good playoff run, he probably below that now. He probably a $12 to $15 million guy now.
I still take that.
Right.
I mean, but that's cheap in the NBA though.
They need to try to keep Jimmy. I would try to keep Jimmy. Jimmy been bounced around from team to team, man. Get Jimmy a team, man.
I think
he fits the Miami style to me.
Yeah, he fits that style. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you think about Bam? About Bam? Like he didn't perform either. He's top dollar money man.
I would take a risk on Bam.
He gotta learn how to be aggressive all the time. That's what he gotta learn how to do. Like when he turns it up, he's he gonna get you 20 and 10. But I've seen too many times where he goes, 11, 12 points and 6 rebounds. That ain't gonna cut it.
Right.
Not the big stage like that.
Yeah, if they could fit Bam and Jimmy, I would keep those two together. I mean, I give Bam another chance, man. I give Bam another chance. Look, I did with Anthony Davis, so why not?
Hey man.
Oh man.
Now, did y'all hear Anthony Davis got hurt in the club?
He got what?
Injured in the club. Have y'all heard about that?
Hey man, around my circle of friends, we call that man Brittle Bones.
We call him Mr. Glass.
That's crazy too, because I mean, he is LeBron's. I mean, you take how you want to say it. He is his Robin, and he didn't have no Robin this season. It hurt.
Yeah.
Lakers ain't doing much if he ain't healthy.
Nah, not doing a bit of nothing. Nah. We need AD to go on to step up and be that man. Maybe AD best years are behind him. I mean, everybody's different.
At 28, that's tough.
It happens. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does.
Nobody. I mean, it happened fast for your boy Cousins, not Kirk Cousins. DeMarcus
Cousins. Yeah,
Marcus Cousins.
Yeah.
And then DeMarcus' attitude didn't help either. Like,
but I love his attitude. I just hate going up against him. I love his attitude on the court, though. I just hate going up against him.
Yeah, because he's what could have been for him if and I feel like he loved the Sacramento, but he wasted a lot of time there. And what could have been for DeMarcus would have been amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was nasty. He was right there with AD as far as that.
Oh, he was.
Step out there and get you 30, 15.
Y'all remember that year they played together?
I was about to say that. They played
they played good together. They played good together. Yeah.
So, so Mar, we also talked about real quick how you feel about that Deshaun Watson situation. And Nucho touched on it for a little bit. I mean, 23rd woman
lawyer or whoever was representing him did a very great disservice by making it like he wasn't contrite at all about anything that has happened. To just
Right.
be like so blunt and just say he don't have no remorse and he's not sorry. Like you know what I'm saying? That
See, that's a little too much for me. That's a little too much,
poking the
man.
fire, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely
But
poking the man.
but it goes back to what we talked about, Nucho. If you 100% feeling that you didn't do anything, I'll be screaming for the mountains.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
That's true. But you could do it in a way that's not abrasive or like I'm in your
That's
face.
true too. That's true too. Yeah, he could. He definitely could. Like you said, came about a different way. I would just
Right.
say I didn't do anything. Keep it moving. You don't have to add the extraness to it because it makes you look like a worse person. You're doing that. Or if something does come out,
I mean, the only thing that needs to be said is in that type of situation is, hey, look, y'all, I maintain my innocence. The facts will come out, and then just leave it like that.
Like when I tell you she is extra,
Right.
so
she is fucking extra.
So I want to ask
But I know
about the passing of Marion Barber.
And she snored.
Man.
Like if you
yeah, Marion Barber, that's a tough situation, man. I really don't even know the details of how he passed. I don't know if it was a suicide or murdered, overdose. I don't know what, but Marion Barber, man, he was definitely a light when the Cowboys was going through that rough stage, trying to find a running back, running through running backs. He came out of nowhere from Minnesota.
Yeah.
He showed up and showed out.
Beast.
Marion Barber was definitely a beast, man. He did take a lot of hits, took a lot of tough hits, had a violent running style because he was running through you. He was definitely running through you. And
He
then
was the first beast mode.
Yeah.
For real.
Exactly. So, man, Marion Barber, he definitely will be missed, man. Very young, only 38 years old. Man, that's. I mean, I want to get more details to see what's going on. I definitely would like to know.
Of course, but I know that I seen where I shared with y'all what I seen with Dez was saying, like he saw this over a year ago, saw his life the way he looked. I think you said you seen him out somewhere before.
Yeah.
He did like himself.
Yeah, I did. I seen him around in Dallas. He didn't look like himself. I didn't approach him anything. We were just at a gas station. He pulled up in a red Excursion, hopped out, and you couldn't even really recognize him. I'm like, wow, like this Marion just looked a little off, man. Just look. I don't want to say he was on something. He just looked a little off. Yeah.
Very, very, very sad, man. I saw Marion Barber.
Yeah.
I think we were just talking about not too long ago. We was talking about this running backs period and how they came out.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites.
I think everybody like Marion Barber. I like his running style, like just good, solid running back.
When I watched that highlight that Dez highlighted, I don't think I had ever seen that clip before, where he was like 9.5 yards back in the end zone.
Yeah, against the Patriots
to get positive yards. I'm like, this man is nuts for that. Like he was touching everybody, bro. I was like, man, that got me so hyped. I wanted to play that in just that instant.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He definitely was, man. He was strong.
He was vicious, man.
Yeah.
Vicious, man. You were not tackling him with one tackle. He running straight through, man. One of my man, like I said, he was a bright spot for the Cowboys. They tried to do a little backfield with him, and Felix Jones was the lightning. He was the thunder.
Yeah.
They had that going for a little bit. Yeah.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
I haven't either.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Man. Hate to hear he pass. Such a young age.
Young man. So I hope it's nothing crazy to happen, man. Either way, man. R.I.P. to him, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Marion, man.
One of the most fun people to watch in football, man.
Right.
I mean, she's not.
All right, so got that out the way.
I see you got the new Apple Wrist, man. I like that. The red.
I wanted to try something. I wanted to try this thing called Overrated, underrated, or properly rated.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
this
throw
sound
out,
fun.
I'm gonna throw out random things. It can be from a TV show, from a drink, athlete. But
Let's go.
I want to start off with a touchy one that I think has been through many debates through barbershops over the past 15 years. Steve Nash had the two-time MVP. Overrated, underrated, properly rated.
I don't know if Pat, I told
Uh,
you to get off early so he could meet us.
As a Dallas fan, I mean, I'm gonna have to say properly rated, man. I'm gonna have to say properly
He
rated.
win both of those in Dallas?
No, he didn't win neither in Dallas. I think both of those in Phoenix.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. He came from Dallas though, so
Yeah, gotcha.
mm-hmm.
So you said properly rated?
He was good. Nash was good.
All right.
Nash was good.
I'm gonna let Marv go, and I'm gonna rebuttal that one.
I'm gonna say this about Steve Nash. I feel like he is properly rated. He gets all his, top 75 NBA, all of that good stuff. But them two MVPs, buddy. Hey man, that 1 year that he got it over Shaq is ridiculous.
Okay.
Maybe he should have one, but he definitely shouldn't have two. But I will say properly rated.
Properly rated. There we go. What you got for me, Viz?
Underrated.
Underrated.
I said it. Underrated.
Under or over?
Under.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry. Over.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
Overrated. There's no way this man has two MVPs. Kobe has one. Shaq has one. There's no way on God's green earth that man should have more MVP and then win one over Shaq to put up monstrous numbers just because you ran a gimmicky offense.
But just being devil's advocate, if I say to you, hey, look, Shaq and Kobe was on the West Coast when he was winning those, and his team was finishing in first place in the West.
Now, also, do you think that it has to do with that Shaq had a Kobe to play with and Steve Nash? I mean, he had Stoudemire, but he had a lot of role players. Nash had a lot of role players. It wasn't like it was a Batman and Robin tandem.
That's a great point.
That's a great point.
It could be the fact that he got a number because he had a Kobe on his team. I get you.
Yeah.
Finishing first in the West, man, is supposed to count for something.
Right.
I understand that. And that's a good point that Lucho brought up because I didn't think about that.
Right.
Rethink my argument now because you do a whole monkey wrench in what I had don't know. So I got to really look up.
Yeah. Look at it, man. Look at it. Shay, take a look at it, man.
Man,
but I gotta be honest. I didn't like that MVP he got. That was a rivalry. And
yeah, but Shaq was playing with Kobe, man. Steve Nash out here with role players.
Kobe wasn't down there getting hacked and taking 12 hard fouls a game. It was down there with Shaq. True. Shaq was down there giving you 30 and 10 every night, 3 blocks. You know what I'm saying?
And for him to be one of the dominant players that ever played. For him to only get one MVP is an atrocity.
It is.
Right.
Because Shaq, man, like he dominated so much in that time frame.
He did.
I just remember I could just like off top, that finals against Philly, he had the Dikembe Mutombo on skates.
It was the older Dikembe. It was the older Dikembe.
I never seen a man just manhandles, and it wasn't because he was bad. It's just because he was so strong and dominant.
He was, and Dikembe is a stick.
Dikembe should have gotten the weight room with Ben Wallace, and maybe he would have had a chance.
And Zoe just chimed in. Yeah, he was a monster for Dallas. That was a good tandem. I would love to see how that would have lasted if they was able to stick around with Nash and Nowitzki. That'd have been dope.
Right.
But you guys, y'all ended up getting Jason Kidd afterwards, right?
We got Jason Kidd.
He was before Nash, right?
Before?
No, Jason Kidd was after Nash.
Yeah, because Kidd was on that championship team, wasn't
he? Yeah, Kidd came back, but Kidd did come back. He came back and won the championship.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nash was there. Nash came after Kid, and then Kid came back, and we got that chip.
Kid was on that team with Jason Terry, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Willing and Dylan, boy. Yeah.
Wow.
And the only reason I remember so much because Neutral don't talk about that. I don't talk about that. He talk about the team. I had to look it up when he said it. I didn't realize he was on that
That
team.
must have been an old kid because I don't remember.
Oh, it was definitely an old kid.
Oh yeah,
it was
he
definitely
last
he was definitely an old kid, but he was running point. And he was running it like no other and shooting threes if you left them open.
Yeah, I do remember that he because he couldn't shoot threes until the end of his career.
Yeah, Kid was real valuable, man, because he still had a little defense. You know, Kid could always steal the ball, but he played a big role and getting that. You know, not to get off subject, but that Mavericks offense was deep, man. We had Peja Stojakovic coming off, giving us threes every. You know,
on that team?
We had Peja. Yeah, Peja Stojakovic. Take a look at it. We were deep. That roster was deep.
Man.
That roster was deep, bro.
Was Michael Finley already gone?
No, but Finley was gone. But we had Peja. Peja Stojakovic. Yeah, man. He was deep. I'm gonna read you the roster here in a little bit.
Yeah, put that real quick while we distract everybody while you put it up, man. But man, Asia, okay.
Wow.
Okay, so
Realize that one.
All right, so let me read this to you. So we had it says Lamar Odom. I don't think he was on the team, but he might have still been getting paid because I don't remember him playing. Daryl Armstrong, Devin Harris. Y'all remember Devin Harris?
Devin Harris was big buckets.
Yep. Peja Stojakovic, Corey Brewer, Karan Butler. I think Karan Butler was injured though. Corey Brewer was there. Deshaun Stevenson.
Okay.
Oh, the bronze copper.
Brendan Haywood. Y'all remember him? Tyson Chandler, Sean Marion, Jason Terry, JJ Barrera, Kid, Dirk. Yeah.
That was a squad.
Yeah.
That was a squad.
A lot of them was at the end of the road. Peja was at the end of the road, but he came off and he did his job.
Sean Marion, a younger Tyson Chandler, down the middle. Brandon Haywood backing him up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely a great roster, man. Definitely a deep roster, man. Real deep roster.
All right, let me show some of these comments real quick. The homie Ralph said it was good. Good, Ralph.
What up, Ralph?
He said, I can't do dark. I got to drink.
He's a tequila man.
Yeah, tequila man. Zoe say he drinking that. I think he said he drinking Hennessy. Oh, who you say? Okay. Yeah. So that was the first one. I really only had one for properly. I didn't think that was going to hit like it did. So over, under, properly rated. Let's talk about.
Well, let's talk. I got one.
All right.
I got one.
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield.
Who?
Baker Mayfield. Overrated, underrated, or properly rated?
Okay, who will go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I want to say that he is underrated.
There we go.
Now I'm going to tell y'all why.
Let's talk.
When was the last time Cleveland won a playoff game before he got there?
That's true.
When was the last time they had a winning season before he got there?
That's true.
When was the last time they had a top-ranked Russian or offensive attack in the AFC?
That's true also. Man. I don't think Baker's getting a fair shake, man. I don't think Baker. I feel like, you know how, like, and we put this in example. Like, you had that chick that's been with you when you was down. You get a little money in your pocket. You're like, I need me something better. She ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like Cleveland doing Baker, man.
Well, I mean, could you blame him though? Like, you got Deshaun Watson walking across your face, like,
I mean, that's true. But Baker was the number one overall pick, man, and he deserves a fair he deserves a fair chance, man. We know he's playing hurt last year. He might not play the best, but he deserves a fair chance, man.
And I agree.
That's kind of disrespectful to what Cleveland did, man. I understand Deshaun Watson, I mean, but this was the number 1 overall pick. Like, come on, man.
So you saying underrated too?
I'm gonna say fairly rated, but not by Cleveland Brown standards. I think that they don't trust Baker. They don't believe in Baker. But to me, he's fairly rated because I don't think he's the best quarterback. I don't think that he's top 10, but I feel like he's kind of getting disrespected in Cleveland. Definitely getting disrespected.
And I say this: I agree with both of you, what both of you guys said, but I'm still gonna say I'm not gonna say overrated. I'm gonna say properly rated. I think what's happening is kind of what's supposed to happen. You got, like you said, you got the nice chick walking with you, like this is something new, or a brand new car. I'm gonna say a car because my wife watched.
Right, but that hoopty been holding you down.
Yeah,
I had a hoopty.
I saw that challenger. I said, I gotta give me. I had the hoopty. I love the hoopty. Thank you for getting me there. When I saw the challenger, I said, "Oh, okay, let me roll up." And it sound better, look better, feel better.
Right.
But
it
can also bite him in the butt because we don't know what happened with Deshaun Watson. Cleveland rushed through that.
Right.
And like Marv said, when the last time they had all those things, that's perfectly fine.
Right.
But look what they gave. Look what they have built. You got the best defensive player, probably top 2, top 3 defensive player in the league, who's only his 3rd year. You tighten up the secondary. You got 2 of the top 10 running backs on your team.
Right.
You had a nice 1-2 punch.
Right.
With old Beckham and Landry. I think Landry. Both of them got hurt throughout the year.
Both of them was hurt.
Got an up-and-coming tight end who just got paid. And Joe got paid.
Right. Now, let's talk about overrated now.
Oh, you think he's overrated?
Tight end?
Really?
We got a tight end on the Cowboys right now named Golden Schultz that doubled his numbers. Doubled his stats. Doubled his stats, man, and he getting his contract. I mean, spend your money how you want to spend it, but hey.
But he was big for them though, so you got to pay tight ends because you know they're not. I don't know. To me personally, tight ends are starting to become the new running backs.
Yeah.
You kind of can find a good one. I get what you're saying. I agree.
Yeah, I mean because unless you like Pitts from Falcons, or you got
Pitts is a different breed. Kelsey Waller on Oakland Las Vegas.
Andrews in Baltimore. Like those are the top notch, but everybody else still has a top tight end. I think you can trade for your tight end. It's all about having that quarterback. And Mayfield, and I think Mayfield hurt himself by playing hurt.
That's true. That definitely hurt him.
But you always want your guys to kind of lead by example and all of that old stuff. So I get it why he played hurt, but when he started being a detriment to the team, he should have stepped down.
Yeah, but you come off a playoff season, you come back, you got OBJ's dad.
Woo! The highlight tape of death.
He got his pops. The teammates' pops, ex-teammate pops, sending tapes on how you not that. So you gotta play. Like you gotta prove yourself as a man. If somebody did it to one of us, throwing highlights against us,
that highlight tape.
That's why his dad is in the sidelines. He ain't nobody's coach. You gotta ignore that.
But it blew up though, Marv.
It did. It did. The low light tape is tough.
Like, is he good?
You know what? I think that the only reason why Odell Beckham's pops video gained traction is because of Baker's personality. If his personality was better, I don't feel like the media would have even, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, put no stock in it.
Well, see, I didn't see. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say if he had a Daniel Jones personality, you think they would have They would have, because Daniel Jones ain't did nothing. But you don't hear him talking. You don't hear him bragging. You don't see him. Hear him.
He also ain't winning either.
Right, he ain't winning.
Yeah,
I
but
don't want to hear from Daniel Jones.
I'm sure there's plenty of hate videos flying around about him, but he don't make it because he good. You know
His
what I'm saying? He
attitude.
ain't rub nobody the wrong way.
Right.
Baker
Yeah,
Mayfield has rubbed a lot of
Baker
people.
definitely has an outlandish attitude. Yeah, he does.
For sure.
He does.
Okay, so I just saw some on ESPN. I'm gonna bring it back up in a second, but he also has the commercials.
He does.
He's all on TV, so he got all that playing in his background. You gotta he gotta perform like everybody. Well, you making these commercials, you making the money. We need you to be out here for us, and he did it to his own disappointment.
Right.
I mean, it's a detriment because he got hurt. Maybe playing hurt, and you look bad.
Right.
And they went and bought the new car.
Right.
Now, I just saw some on ESPN. I was trying to figure out what's going on with the.
Hey, shout out to Horse Next Door. I see.
Yeah. He said, "Can we talk soccer?"
The soccer coming soon, man.
That's what we got you for, brother. When we have our soccer show, we definitely will bring you in to give your soccer opinion.
Hey, I got something to say. How about Ukraine getting the job done? One win away from being in their first World Cup since, I think, 1992, 1996.
Shout out Ukraine, man. Shout out Ukraine, man. Who did they beat, Marv? Do you know?
It was a riveting game. They beat somebody 3-2, 3-1.
Shout out Ukraine, man. With all this stuff that's going on in Ukraine.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? For them to be able to block all of that noise and be on the cuffs of making the World Cup.
Oh, they beat Scotland. Yeah. Horse said they beat Scotland.
I know they play Wales, and Wales ain't been since 1956. So it's gonna be interesting.
Hey, my boy
got a lot to play for.
My boy Zoe said that Baker's definitely underrated. Definitely, I'm with you on that one, man. I'm with you on that, Zoe. Definitely underrated.
So I just seen on ESPN what it said. Eric Bieniemy was disappointed he didn't get a head coaching job. So
so he has been on interviews.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I probably have to do some reading to bring it up on next week because that's interesting. But it could, like you said, it could be the fact of him already having Andy Reid as the head coach and being the guru that he is.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, Vince, but can you pull up Zoe's comment? He said Hennessy was overrated. I need Nucho to speak to that.
Nah, man, I love the Hennessy.
No, okay. No, Hennessy is overrated.
Oh, that's Bizzle. My bad.
That is the international black man's drink. Every time it's just
man, for good reasons.
No. When
you see Hennessy and fried chicken and watermelon.
Exactly. We had to step away from that stigma. We don't have to have Hennessy in every.
All right. Well, look, take the J's off. Take the J's off then.
Well, hold on now. You ain't gonna take. You went too far.
Take the Jordans off. Now that's a black man stigma.
No, I mean, is it?
Yeah.
Hey man, I see. Well,
it's become a lot trendy to where the other races wear it a lot more now. But yeah, J's are forces.
Okay, I'm gonna speak on J's for myself.
Let's talk.
I've been buying J's recently because retro shoes feel better on my feet than these new style shoes. I went to the Nike store. I tried on the KDs, and it's like 3 different socks and it's wrapped up your foot. You feel like you can't move. I'm a big dude, man. I gotta be relaxed when I'm in a shoe, man.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I like J's, but like I always say, I feel like J's is a scapegoat for people that can't dress. I feel like Jordan's a scapegoat, man. You want to get fly? Put some J's on in the white tee.
Jordans are so classic. They so fly. It is a cheat code. Like you could damn near have on an ugly outfit, but if your J's is clean, you could kind of slide like, oh yeah, them J's is fresh. They might not even notice that your whole outfit was kind of trash.
Right. Oh yeah. As long as the J's clean, you good. You good. Now Horace say Reeboks. It's been a while for me in Reeboks. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I worn Reeboks since maybe middle school, high school. But
y'all just wore the soldiers, right? Y'all just call them soldiers.
I ain't wore Reeboks since it was Reeds and Jabot jeans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We used to combo that together.
I had one pair of Reeboks. I had a pair of Iversons. That was the only pair of Reeboks I ever owned. But I used to go visit my cousins in Memphis. They all had them soldiers on. I said, what are soldiers?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had some clean soldiers.
Yeah, those
it
were
was
big
like
in the
all
South.
brown, white with the peanut butter sole. It was classic.
Right. Yeah.
And
Those were big.
Reeboks. I had them soldiers on.
You said Jay's a scapegoat for me. You can't dress.
It is. You want to be clean? Jay's in a white tee?
Yeah.
Any pair of shorts?
I'm good. Yes, they had on a white tee, some N1 shorts, and Jay's on. I'm like, well, that's pretty funny. The Walmart N1 shorts.
Not the N1s.
The
N1s. Man.
Now, real quick, we got a few more minutes left. I'm gonna watch the 30 for 30 tonight about the N1. And I seen some.
There's a part in there. Yeah, go ahead.
Where they said they could have actually played in the NBA.
Man.
And they Kyrie shut it down so quick. And Mon Shumpert said that Hot Sauce came in there. They sent him out. They was calling him ketchup.
Oh. So I ain't give my guy Hot Sauce like that.
Man. Hey, but honestly, at one point, man, N1 was more exciting to me than the NBA.
It was. Because it was different. It was free. They look like us with the tall shorts on, the tall tees, doing the move. When I say us, I didn't have those handles, but
right.
It's like any other pickup game, you go see them play. There's no referees. There's no, having fun with the music.
Right. Definitely exciting, man.
The trash talk. Although they trash talk in the NBA, but you know what I'm saying.
I watched a little clip of that, man. Them dudes, they say they was getting so high before the games, man. Man, I want to watch it too, Viz. I gotta watch that also.
But before we end, Horace just asked us, who's taking game one?
Horace, I'm going with Boston, man.
What you got, Mar?
I predict that Boston will take game one in a very close game. Probably win by 4 or so, whatever. But,
Warriors in 3. Come on, man.
That's the homie Nike, man.
Hey, man. But like I said, I picked the Warriors to go to win it in 6. Boston will win game 1 and game 5, and that's it.
I know I said before possible upset, but no, I think the Warriors will come out there, win by 20, set the tone. I got Warriors winning game 1.
Okay. We're gonna see. It should be starting up soon.
We're gonna talk about this next week too.
Oh, we definitely gonna talk about. By then, it should have been 2 games played by the time we meet back, or 2 or 3.
It should be 3, I think.
Real quick, hold on 1 second, fellas. Yes, I need everybody who's checking it out, man. Like and subscribe to the page, the channel, man. It's gonna go. It helps us out a lot. It helps our Big Brother page, the Any and Everything podcast, what they got going on. We couldn't do this without them, giving us their support and giving us their platform to do this, man. We having so much fun.
And shout out Moan, man.
Yeah, Zoe, Ralph, Mark, the newcomer Marcus. They on every Sundays, 3:00 Eastern time. They got the whole lifestyle thing, man. Relationship advice.
Right.
Very, very entertaining.
Right. And when does that podcast come on? Can you throw that out there?
Sundays, every Sunday, 3 p.m. 3:00 p.m., 2:00 Central Time.
Now tell Mom you don't have to talk about this when football season starts.
And that's funny. They brought that up. They said towards the end of the podcast, they realized that they might have to change their date because football season coming up, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough. I mean,
watch
for
it.
us, it's gonna work for us on Thursday because we be around Thursday night football, so we can kind of
Right.
we can still talk. But yeah, I think they don't talk about that. Maybe I can't speak for them, but I know they brought it up. But
Okay.
definitely something to look forward to. Thanks for everybody tuning in. We about to go ahead and sign on off. Homie Nucho tomorrow. Trill will be on next week. He had something to do at the last minute, but you know, our fourth guy popped back up here, and thanks for
Shout out
everybody.
one time to the homie Big Trip.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Definitely
man.
check out the website that's going on at the bottom. That's where you catch all the shows, merchandise. Malone got a lot of good t-shirts and everything you need. He's got all our profiles and stuff on there. Make sure everybody check that out when you get a chance. And we're gonna sign out. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all.